All right, we're ready to roll again.
What's up?
Maybe.
Hopefully.
I'll put like a big long intro with that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's the Chainsaw Massacre. Do that again.
Really?
Oh, well, let's talk. Joey Scott's with us again.
What's
Right.
up?
Yeah.
Got him back.
This is Craig Rowley.
He's back.
Stupid.
That's right.
Matthew Cole. What's up?
Pow, pow,
So
pow.
known as Uganda.
Uganda. Turkey.
Yeah.
What other names? We Coltrane.
Anything. Cole Show.
Mama Cole.
Mother Cole.
Mother Cole.
Yeah.
You were
Christmas
like
Cole.
a Christmas tree turkey or something
Yes,
this
sir.
morning, weren't you? What was that you were
It's
wearing?
a snowman.
A snowman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A snowman.
Yeah, who's a
I wore an inflatable snowman this morning.
Oh, wow.
I should preach it on Christmas Day.
I think I would.
Okay.
Yeah,
Edit that out.
I don't know if everybody knows. Matthew Cole is the pastor of a church in
Come on
Drummond,
out.
Alabama. Bridge.
Come on out, baby.
Uh,
Come give us a try. You'll love it.
Go
Preach some great things.
You won't. You may not like me, but you'll like the people at the church.
if not, you can actually sit with me. I'm security outside. We'll sit at the door and not listen to him.
You can do that too. You can do that too. At least come. You can get you a free biscuit,
Biscuit,
Get
coffee.
you a free biscuit, coffee, drink, snacks.
Wear your hat like you want to in the church.
No, that's exactly right.
Right
You want to
there.
wear it backwards, sideways. If you want to wear a rally cap, wear a rally cap. Don't matter.
Even got people with nose rings.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
I'm gonna put
Yeah.
mine in next week.
I say,
Come on.
chain it up, baby.
Hey, do whatever you want.
Hey, I got a story for y'all. I want to get y'all's reaction.
Jeez
You may have heard
Louise.
about it. I sent y'all a link. Matthew said he didn't watch it because he don't watch anything.
You
I
said that was good.
That was good because I wanted to get the reaction after I said it.
Okay.
All right. A couple months ago in Colorado, there was a drive-by shooting. So cops chased down this girl. Let me get her name here. I get it right. In Platteville, Colorado, Yorani Rios Gonzalez was driving her vehicle, and two cops got behind her and chased her down. One got on the railroad tracks and blocked her before she could go on the railroad tracks. So the cop parked on the railroad tracks, stopped her, blocked her. The other one got behind her. They got her out. It's on video. Handcuffed her. Got her down. She was kept begging, like, what's going on? And we'll tell you in a minute. And cuffed her and got her down, and she was kind of panicking and crying. And she was like, she had no idea what was going on, no idea what this did. Handcuffed her, put her in the back of the cop car, went through her car and everything. She was parked on the railroad tracks. They put her handcuffed in the back of the car on the railroad tracks. So you know where it's going now.
Oh,
It's the biggest lawsuit
crap.
ever. The other cops got there, going through everything. The train comes by, hits the cop car while she's in the back, locked up, handcuffed.
Killed
She
her.
survives.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
She's got broke ribs, foot broke. I mean, she's messed up pretty good. I mean, you just imagine.
She
Yeah.
better own Colorado.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about,
really.
and I was just like, how in
So
the
did
world?
they ever come
Would-
out? Why?
Well, there was a drive-by shooting. Her car fit this description,
Oh, gotcha.
but they didn't describe her. Didn't do nothing. It's against the law for any. You're a paramedic.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. There's no circumstances you should park any vehicle on railroad tracks.
No.
And nothing. If there's any paramedic, police car, anything,
Wow.
it's against the law to have anything that it impedes or hurts possibility of interfering with the safety of the person. If it's somebody that's in stress or somebody you arrest.
Oh my gosh.
So they're fired. They're looking at charges on the police officers.
Sure.
But I was like, have y'all heard about this story?
I've not heard
No.
about it.
It's just a couple months ago. I'm like, and it's the biggest lawsuit ever.
Wow.
So in other words, it was on TikTok. I sent y'all a TikTok. Y'all didn't watch it. Good thing. But
You're welcome.
now it's just like,
That's almost crazy to make. I
Yeah,
know
you're
in
welcome.
paramedic school, like, I mean, the first thing you say is BSI, scene safe.
yeah,
And you always got to watch the scene, or make sure you
yeah.
keep a safe scene.
But
Yeah.
My
I mean, as
gosh.
far as policemen go, I don't know about their training. We usually go in there after they've done what they've done,
I'll put, I sent y'all the video, but you can hear the train horn.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, that is
Why you
crazy.
put her in the one on the railroad track? Why not put her on the one
Other one.
behind the car?
Why do you park a police car on the railroad
Yeah.
track?
Right. That
I mean,
makes no sense.
once you got her stopped, why didn't they move?
Are
that
these
back?
new guys?
There will be a ghost right
Yes, there will be. A hopping ghost.
there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That don't make
I
no
would like to
sense.
see the TikTok if you. Actually, I don't have a TikTok.
You don't,
So
you don't-
they all got
I will
fired.
have a TikTok.
Get TikTok. I
will.
just now, actually for Let's Talk, I made one so I could kind of preview what we're going to talk about the next week.
Got you.
And
So they all got fired.
those
Is
two,
she just suing those two, or is she
No,
suing
she's
the
suing
whole
the
police
whole-
department?
everything.
Thing,
Everybody.
hammered.
Sue the whole state.
Oh yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah.
I'd be
mean-
suing everyone.
because she'll never be the same.
No.
I mean, because I can't remember what I know. The ribs, jaw, hand. She didn't even know she had a fractured leg because all the other injuries. But then she came back later and said, "Oh, I got a fractured leg now."
Oh, I'd be suing everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they'll see. They'll feel the wrath of that.
But you know, when you're watching the video and it goes through, it kind of takes you back and forth, and you're like, you know what's going to happen. I mean, you're looking at the whole scene.
Oh
You're like,
my gosh.
it's on the police car. You're telling a story about it. 'Cause you're kind of like, okay, she's dead. There's no way.
Right.
And she said that when she come conscious stuff that she was hollering, banging on the windows and everything else. And they was going through and asking her if she has a gun. Don't have a gun
Oh my gosh.
and all that stuff.
So what did I mean? I ain't seen it. What did the cops do? I mean, when the train is right there coming, I mean, what are these cops doing?
Getting
One
out
of
of the way.
them's- Yeah, one of them's going to it. The other one says, "Get back, get back."
Oh,
So
my
they're
gosh.
all coming back away from the car. Then, of course, they got the body footage, whatever. So the car is just crushed. So he hits it and just turns it, and they run to it. Now, coming from experience, I've been hit by a train. Long story. We'll get into that some other time.
So was she
Wow.
guilty of the crime?
No, it
No.
wasn't her. I mean, as
Well-
far as I understand, every time I read it, it wasn't her.
I would own that baby.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be it for them.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, even if she was guilty, I mean, I guess according to what she
It's
done,
terrible.
But still, that should never happen.
But there's no evidence that she has any ties to that at all.
No, not that I've read. Everything I've read is she's going to own the biggest lawsuit. The lawyers are pushing for
She's
everything.
just minding her own business, has nothing to do with any of that drive-by shooting.
Yeah, and she, she's in there like she asked them over and over what's going on, why, and they never did.
They just ignored her, didn't they?
Yeah, they was like, "We'll tell you when we get you in handcuffs in the car on the railroad track."
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Yeah, so
I'm
I mean,
glad she's okay. I really am.
yeah, that's,
Oh yeah, really.
Well,
Man, that was
alive. I don't
terrible.
know about
Yeah,
okay.
she's not okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
Wow.
glad she's alive, and that's terrible.
I don't know. It's messed up. That's jacked up. There's such a fine line between police officers that are taking advantage of the fact that they're wearing a badge, and
Right.
then of course they're at the same time they're putting their life at risk so many
Yeah.
times in other opportunities that they're, yeah, it's a weird line, but
Yeah.
know.
How many times did they hear it wasn't me, but it
Yeah.
was?
Yeah,
you
but-
know,
No, that's right.
but at least
but
ain't
putting
you
someone in a
Yeah.
I
backseat of
understand
the
the-
car on a train track.
Yes. Like I'm fine with you if her car fit the description and you pulled her out and you're like, we're gonna tell you all about it whenever we get everything situated.
Yeah.
That's okay, I guess. But why park
Yeah.
on a railroad track?
Yeah.
That's what don't make any sense.
If you're a policeman out there, Jeremy Johnson, Jason Johnson, any of you guys, aren't you supposed to describe what you're being pulled over for?
I would
Or
think
being
so.
obtained for? Because she's been handcuffed.
Yeah, if you're being handcuffed, I think you do have to let them know what.
Yeah, but you're being obtained for a certain reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. So if somebody fill us in with that, if you can.
Yeah.
I mean, if they pulled her over and she wasn't being aggressive or anything like that, I mean, it wouldn't have been.
No, she
It
didn't.
would have just been common human courtesy to pull someone by, hey, there was a drive-by shooting and mashed your vehicle.
Yeah.
We'd like to search your vehicle, and she might have complied and
Yeah.
just
Right.
stepped out of the car and said,
Well, she
"Search,
complied
I
the
don't have
whole.
nothing."
She was handcuffed. She complied and still asking. When she's handcuffed, you could have told her then. She is deep.
Well, you don't even have to put her in the car.
I'm gonna
You
be,
could've
I'm gonna
left
be
her
pissed
outside.
off
Right.
if you've dragged me out of my car and handcuffed me and you don't even tell me what I've done.
She didn't.
And then
And she
really-
was on her. And she did everything. Like, and she, she's scared. You can tell.
Well,
And
sure.
she just wanted to know. And they never told her.
Yeah, I hope she
Yeah, I'd be suing them for
I hope
everything they
she-
got.
goes to Cancun on a honeymoon soon.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Hey,
That's what I'm
good
talking
segue because we're going. Next thing we're going to do is Craig went on the honeymoon. We didn't talk about last episode and this episode. We don't even know what's going to air.
Yeah.
Craig, tell us about your adventures.
It was scary at first. I'll just
Scary?
be honest. Maybe I'm just a coward.
The plane.
Well, no, the plane's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I like planes. I don't have a problem with that. They're a little crowded. I mean, I wish they'd make the seats a little bit better.
I think you can pay extra
You
to
know,
get that.
Yeah, I got that kind of money. You got to pay a lot extra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ain't got that kind of money.
Biden said you can do
Um,
that. It's I think it was
That's true.
racist if you didn't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, the plane was fine. Just I've never been out of the country before.
Okay.
And so you land in a different airport,
Right.
you know, and they all speak English,
Yeah.
you know, which is cool. But it's a broken English and they speak it really fast. And it's hard to like pick up on it. And then, you know, I've never gone through like customs
Yeah.
before. You're like nervous. You haven't done anything wrong,
Right,
you know,
but
but
you
you're
feel
still
guilty.
nervous. Like coming back, they're questioning you. I can't remember what their shirts literally like say Inquisitor, you know, on the back of the shirt, and they're like, "Where have you been? What'd you do?
Why
What'd
was
you
you
buy?
Mexico?
What's in your bags? What'd you bring it home?" He's like, blah, 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 blah. And they're
Nothing.
They ask Kelly, and they look at me, and start asking me, and they look at Kelly, and start
I
asking
didn't do
her,
nothing.
And they're like, "Okay, that's fine," you know. But the whole time, I'm like, "I'm gonna fail the test. I'm gonna fail
Go
the
ahead,
test.
arrest me.
I'm basically
Just
getting
arrest me.
handcuffed," you know.
Craig, I got a
So-
banana in the backpack. I got a banana. No fruits. No vegetables.
But yeah, it's just you just don't know. You're there by yourself
Yeah.
in a foreign country, and you don't know anybody. You know, so you don't know what's going to happen. I got swindled out of $40 right off the bat. So
How'd that happen? You got these details. That's,
Yes.
the paper we had, it clearly stated to walk past everybody and to go outside and find your drivers. They'll be wearing the orange vehicles, orange shirts, and. So we start going to the door. We're seeing the door, and yeah, there's a bunch of people like, "Hey, you need this, you need this, you need this. Hey, blah 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 blah,"
Yeah.
trying to get you to come over. And they're just wearing their regular clothes, and we're like, "No, we're good. No, we're good. No, we're good. No, we're good." And we're going. Then these people approach us, and they're like official. They're in uniforms.
Yeah.
And there's like 20 of them, and they're over here, and they're over here, and they're all in uniforms, and they're at a place right before the exit with signs up, and they all have these little round desks and iPads, and they're like, "No, we're here to help you. We're here to help you, blah, 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 blah." And they finally, I mean, they're kind of a little pushy about it, you know, and they get you over to one of the desks, and the guy's super friendly.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, we work with the airport. We're trying to make sure everything's okay. There's a lot of stuff to worry about. You know, we just got past all these people. we knew that it says, hey, past these people. You know," he's like, "A lot of people try to take advantage of you, you know, all this stuff." And we're like, "Yeah, no kidding." You know what I mean? And he's like, "Where you going?" He gets us a map. He's showing us where it's at. You know, he's being super friendly. He looks at our papers. He's like, "Yeah, your drivers are going to be out there in the orange. You know, you're going to go straight through 2 doors. And they're about half, you know, super friendly, answering all the questions." And then he's trying to get us to get a discount on a catamaran trip or some kind of
Right.
something. And we're like, "No, we're good. No, we're good. No, we're good." And this is going on for like 20 minutes. He doesn't want to let us leave. And then we're trying to go, and then another guy's walking up, and he's like, "No, blah, blah, blah." He's saying he's from a different resort that's owned by maybe the Mexican government, I think, is the best I can get. Like I said, it's broken English, but they're speaking fast.
Right.
You know, so it's still... And he's basically saying, "Hey, we just want you to come and check out our resorts,
Right.
you know, and maybe you'll word of mouth say how nice it is. So we'll
Right.
just pick you up, give you a nice Mexican dinner, and then when you come there, Mexican breakfast, my bad. Check out the resort, and they'll give you this excursion." But they wanted a deposit, and we're still like, "No, it's okay. No, it's okay. No, it's okay." So finally, about this point, I'm ready to get away from them.
Yeah.
And I just give them $40. I'm like, "Okay, sign us up. Here's $40. We're ready to go." And we finally leave and get out to the driver, and they're from a timeshare. All those people with signs and everything from a timeshare.
my
We get to the driver, and he's like, "Oh, we're so glad you're here. We're going to get you to the resort. I mean, don't worry about anyone up here trying to harass you, especially the timeshare people inside.
Gosh.
They'll try to get a deposit, and then you'll go to their thing, and they'll keep you for like 12 hours trying to pressure you into buying this timeshare, you know." And I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah.
So we got swindled out of $40.
But the $40 were well spent. 'Cause you
We
didn't
got
have to
away.
go- yeah.
We got away. And then it's
True.
just, after that, you just don't know who to trust anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Can I trust these guys? You know, he's like, "Oh, I got you a ride. You'll be by yourself." And they sit you in a van, and you're sitting there.
How you like to drive it?
Listen,
Is that the scariest thing ever?
dude, the timeshare guy was like, "You can rent a car, you can go places." And I was thinking, well, rent a car, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
No, I don't.
We pulled out of the airport, and it's like, there ain't no way I'm renting a car.
No.
I'm pretty sure the stop sign said Alto, and I think that meant stop. Dude, those were just suggestions.
That's suggestion,
They
yeah.
weren't even like, it wasn't even a rolling stop. It's worse than a yield. I mean, they driving across
I
there,
never
cutting
seen
in
it.
front. I was like, there is no way I'm renting a car.
We was on a bus
No.
most of the time, and I'm talking about that bus driver. I'm like,
No, the driver's like, I get you there, Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like,
Swerving.
Oh, he'll push people off the road. He didn't care. Nobody cared.
they don't care.
And people will go off the road and come back on the road. I'm just like,
They're coming over on you. You're off the road, having to get behind them.
That's hilarious.
It was the craziest thing. And then on the way to the resort, you're driving through the jungle on an alley that's as wide as this table, is what it seems like. And buses are coming, and you're going this way, and you're scraping the jungle on either side. And you're like this far away from the next vehicle. It's like, there's no way. And they're just like, I get you Speedy Gonzalez. You know, it's like, they don't care. They don't care at all.
You just makes you wonder how many vehicles they go through. I mean, there's at UPS and stuff, like we have damaged vehicles and FedEx, stuff like that. They've got to have like 2 vans at work and 19 that's tore up.
Well, we went on an excursion, right? And they came and picked you up in some Nissan passenger van I've never seen before. They got some vehicles you've never seen before. And the lady picks us up, and she doesn't even speak good broken English. And we get about 30 minutes down the road, and she pulls out behind this building. And behind the building's like 15 busted up vans that say something tour on them, right?
Yeah.
They're all the same vans she's driving, but they're all busted up. And she pulls over and shuts it off. She's like, okay, you wait here for my coworker. We're like, what? You know, this wasn't the deal. I thought you were picking me up and you're taking me to this place. Like, you wait for my coworker. You know, in the back of this building with all these busted up vehicles, you know they go through tons of them.
Looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all the vehicles out there.
Yes.
The people who's been, cars are there and they're dead.
Yeah, but once you get back, it's like, okay, that was a good experience.
Yeah.
But you just don't, even when we got to the resort, we didn't know who to trust.
Yeah.
You know, you get there, they take your bag, they're like, no, we'll bring it to your room. The whole time, Kelly's like, where's my bag? Where's my bag?
Yeah.
I'm not going to feel good until I get my bag again.
How do they know where your room is? Nobody ever asked us the question. You just like, we get you your room. You're like,
Yeah, and they just took it.
yeah.
And then we sign in, and they ended up changing our room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you get your bags?
We got our bags.
Yeah, that's what.
I mean.
Did y'all eat all y'all's food was on the.
Yeah.
Is y'all's food any good?
It was great.
Really?
It was so good.
We didn't. Our food wasn't real good. Our breakfast was great, so we eat breakfast and starve the rest of the time.
Oh, no. All our meals, they were incredible.
Yeah.
The portions were smaller.
Right.
So, like, I did learn right off the bat, go ahead and order the appetizer.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want an appetizer, a main course, and the dessert.
Yeah.
You know, because you order a steak and it comes with potatoes, and it's a little, like a little sauce dish.
2 potatoes.
You know, and of mashed potatoes like that tall, that big around, like you put barbecue sauce in, that's your potatoes. You know, it's like, we need more. The first, Kelly's gonna be so mad at me. Like the first meal we ate, she got like 2 meals because it was small. Well, she ordered like the salad, and it was supposed to come with chicken. It didn't have any chicken, and it was like that big. And she ordered French fries, and then she was like, "Well, give me the chicken sandwich too." You know, just like
Kelly, goodness.
Well,
That's a good call.
Let me get 2 meals.
Yeah, 2 meals.
Yeah.
But it was all free.
Did you go like, I do CrossFit, I'm okay. I'll put
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I came back and the scale asked me if I was a different person. She gained like 1 pound. I gained 10. So,
But how was the Mayan?
that was awesome.
Was it?
It was.
Most of the time, actually, on that whole excursion was spent in
Now, what was it called? Nobody knows.
But that was Tulum.
Tulum.
We went on an excursion to Tulum.
Okay.
And it was actually, the tour guide was a Mayan.
Okay.
And part of it was we signed up for like cable zip lines. And that was actually run by a group of Mayans.
Okay.
And their village was up back behind it. And the people that actually working it were the Mayan people that lived in this village back there. And he took you got to go see the village. And I mean, they had the fire burning and you see the little huts everywhere. And they actually run this place as a way for them not to have to work in the city, you know, to survive.
Right.
Wow.
So that was pretty neat. So we zip lined through there, swam through a cave. They fed us like an authentic lunch.
Oh, you swam through a cave?
Well,
Because I just looks like anxiety all over Craig Rally when you do that.
I loved it.
Did you really?
I had to tow truck Kelly through the cave.
Really?
Well, she didn't know. She thought the cave swimming was going to be a swimming pool in a cave that she could
But
just
it was probably like diving
get
into
out
holes, wasn't
waist
it?
deep. Yes, it was like the rocks. You know? And so we get in the water, and right off the bat, you have a life jacket on, but you can't touch the bottom. I mean, it's deep, but it's so clear and it's pretty.
Awesome.
And the guy gives us snorkels, and he's like, "Okay, follow me." And you start getting through the cave, and it's just dark. You can't see nothing.
Right.
And so the whole idea is you're supposed to swim and snorkel, and he's got a flashlight underwater, and you're able to look. The problem is she's freaking out the whole time, just grabbed a hold, and I'm trying to swim us both through, and she's just grasped onto my life jacket. I'm towing her through. We keep getting farther and farther behind the group. I'm like,
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
everyone else is just casually swimming through, and I'm like busting my butt trying to drag her through. You can't see because you're far enough, just trying to, and still snorkel and see the stuff. So.
Right.
And one of the last times we talked was me telling you about the story about the snorkelers and the shark killing the lady in the
Huh?
back. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
We were in the back.
Yeah, there's a story
The whole
about a young
time.
lady got a shark attacked and she was in the back and it attacked her and the parents was watching.
Oh my gosh.
So that's one of the last stories before Craig left. I was like,
Wow.
hey, remember this story? And he's like, no, and I heard
Enjoy
that.
yourself, man.
Yeah, Craig, there's a shark back there. Kelly, go!
Go, 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 go.
But it was great. It was fun.
Yeah.
You're
The
good.
last zip line, you actually zip line down into the water inside that cave.
Cool.
That's awesome.
It was really cool. And then the Tulum, getting to see that was
Yeah.
really awesome. That was one of their temples to the rain god, and it was cool how he described it. That was like their port city.
Okay.
It was a big commercial city. They built it on the edge of a cliff, and you can actually see where they used to dock the canoes.
That's awesome.
So
From-
when we went, we didn't get off what we would call the base. You had a bunch of little resorts. Then nobody got off that area. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's more secure than it used to be or.
Well, we went on the excursion off the area,
Yeah.
but even then, I mean, they came and picked you up in the bus and
Yeah.
make sure it's you, and then just drive you. We
Okay.
didn't actually really get to see any town.
Okay.
The only thing we actually got to see that was probably locals was before you get into Tulum. So like it was a state park. Imagine just having a whole trade day
Okay.
before you get to the state
Yeah.
park, and they're trying to get all the tourists to come to their shops.
We did go
You
there.
know.
And that was pretty cool. You just had to watch what.
Oh, you have to watch out. I mean, right
Yeah.
up there, come to my shop, come to my shop, come to
Yeah.
my shop. It's like, we'll come back. You know, we're following the girl. He's like, what's your name? You know, and you tell him his name. An hour later, he's like, Craig, come to my shop. I'm like, dude, really remembers my
remember
name?
my
I mean,
name.
how many people is he asking their name, you
Yeah.
know? But then you go
Yeah,
to
the
his
Starbucks
shop.
guy got you as Greg. They didn't
Oh,
know your
no,
name.
they didn't know my name, but this guy knew my name. He's like,
Yeah.
Greg, I'd like the beer. Greg and Kelly, you know, and they're like, come by my shop. I need more tattoos.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
And you gotta buy something if he knows your name.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, if he
right?
remembers your name, it's like okay.
so you go to the shop and it's like on the street and you're walking around and he's like, you want anything? You want anything? Come to my other shop. And it's kind of down an alley. Come look at my other shop. I got another shop you can look at. And I'm like thinking, if we go to any more shops, it's getting deeper and deeper down this
Yeah.
alley.
Right.
And the whole time she's looking, I'm on guard, just waiting.
Yeah.
It's probably safe the whole time, but
Yeah.
it's just a culture shock, you know. And then the stuff they were selling, like we bought a souvenir from him. He sold
Yeah.
it for just $5. It's the same thing they sold in the airport for $4.
Right.
Right.
You know, and the one guy was selling these skull things. It's like $35. And it's like, no, we were just, me and Kelly had looked at it and we made a joke. And he's like, $30,
Yeah.
$25, $20, $15, $10. And I'm like, this dude's about to give me this thing away. It started off at 30, and I'm not even haggling him. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, no, I'm not interested. Same thing they sold in the airport for like $7.
Right.
You know, so, but it was better than the resort.
Yeah.
Resort was trying to sell me 4 AAA batteries for $28.
Jeez.
Bum.
Yeah, my
Dude,
toothbrush
and
ran
you
out.
know all the episodes we've been doing lately is like Unsolved Mysteries and all this stuff. So we may have saved your life because you're on guard.
Probably
So
so.
all these episodes.
Or I'm
about-
just a
True.
coward.
You're like,
You know?
I'm not going down that alley.
Yeah.
I know how this ends up. We did 3
Wise.
episodes on this.
Yes.
We'll say wise, not a coward. Wise.
No, it was
Yes.
coward.
Yeah.
Trust me. I know what the feeling was. I had.
This day and age, you got to watch.
That is true.
You
though.
do.
That is true.
Yeah.
But I think if I were to go back a second time, I'd be a little bit more
Laid back.
at ease. It's just like
Yeah.
everything was new and it's just on
Right.
guard.
Wow.
So, and might be a little bit more adventurous. Like I really wanted to go. There was a CrossFit gym in that town that I wanted to try to drop in, but like even the website was all in Spanish. And then after the first ride there and getting swindled, I was like, man, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't have enough confidence leaving the resort
Right.
and knowing I'm going to make
Yeah.
it back. So, because it was the resort's in the middle of the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not like I was thinking more Panama City, the resort here, maybe we can walk a couple blocks and find something. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, behind the resort's jungle.
Really?
Oh, it's all
So
jungle.
we was
Wow.
more in like a town thing, and you had just resorts everywhere.
No, you can
Maybe.
see the resorts on down the beach on either side. We were
Yeah.
in Puerto Morales,
Okay.
so we were a little south of Cancun. But so there's resorts like that's on the beach, but when you go to the backside of the resort and look out, it's just jungle.
Wiz can't. I mean,
Wow.
how was the water?
I didn't even get in the water.
Really?
No, we got on the beach a little bit and hung out, but
Yeah.
we did swimming pools. It had rained, and so a lot of the water was muddy and it was washing up some stuff. So
Yeah.
I didn't really have any need to go on the beach. The pool is right on the beach, so you're in the pool and you're from here to the end of the building from the beach.
Oh, that's nice.
Why go in the beach?
That's
right.
You know, you're
No,
still
that's
on the
true.
beach, but in a pool.
That's
and it
right.
wasn't like, you go to Panama City and the pool's just crowded and it's
Yeah.
off the beach. The place wasn't crowded.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crowded, but there was so much stuff.
Everybody's doing stuff.
Spread
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah, like you go to any of the restaurants, you just walk in and you
That's
go sit
awesome.
down and
How many pools
mean-
did y'all have? Well, I mean, we had one. When we walked down, you had the ocean. So you had people out there. One day it was like a hurricane coming in, and the waves was like, Amy wouldn't even get in there. I mean, it was like surfing on crashing, and I was like, yeah. It's like, no. We went out there a little bit, and it was like the undertow was actually
Pulling you.
Yeah, she was like 115 pounds. It just threw her up in the air, and I had to catch her. So I was like, nah, I guess we'll go back up. But you had the pool on the bottom, another pool, and you had one on the top.
Wow.
We'd go to the top every morning and get our spot. Then every day there was these 2 or 3 older ladies come out there and they would get topless and sit down. and
he went to a different resort than we did.
yeah. But every morning
What's the name of that resort?
We literally had a sign that said, "This is not a topless
it
pool."
says no topless. Every morning they'd come out there and say, "Gotta put your tops on, ladies." Okay. He'd walk down the steps. He'd take your tops off. And they left her. And Amy's like, "Good grief, nobody wants to see those big boobs." Yeah. So we ended up trying to, but we had to get a spot. You had to get we had our same spot every day. But there, it was breezy. I'm talking about burnt the second day there because it was like breezy. It felt awesome. Then that night you get a shower, you're like,
Ooh.
I'm toasted.
Yeah, roast.
You didn't even know. It wasn't like Alabama.
Right.
He's like, oh, it's burning up. No, there it felt
I
great.
tried to get roasted.
No,
No, I didn't. Kelly got a lot of sun, but
Did
I
you?
mean, I laid straight out in. I was like, roast me.
what was the temperature there?
87.
Nice.
It was so.
That's awesome.
Oh,
was
it was
so
it was
awesome.
nice here too. It was 29.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. I saw some Snapchats. It was raining. It was cold. It
Oh
was
yeah, you picked a
nasty.
good week to be gone.
My feet are
Yeah.
still froze from the ball game.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Oh
it
my
was like
gosh.
87.
Oh, I know.
It was so good.
Well, I hate to cut it short, but Matthew Cole has got to go.
Mm-hmm.
We had 28 minutes. We're at 27:31.
That's perfect timing, guys.
Yeah.
Good
it
week.
is.
Thanks
See
for
y'all
watching.
next time.
Next time again with Joey Scott, Matthew Cole, Craig
Craig Rowley.
Rowley,
Come on out.
Mikey Wade. Let's talk. Appreciate you.
Yes. Appreciate you.